Hello and welcome to the podcast where we talk about creating experimental art in trauma-informed and sustainable ways that support artists, our communities, and the organization as a whole. I'm Molly, and you're listening to Any Other Anythings. Season 2 of Any Other Anythings. Now, if you're getting a bit of a deja vu, that's because it's been a bit of a reboot. And it's been some time too, so I'm really excited that we are going to be rebooting Any Other Anythings. So originally, Season 2 was going to be focused on trauma-informed creative practices, and as I started going through that, it felt weird and funky, and I was like, no, like that needs to be its own thing because it's just my voice. So Trauma-Informed Creative Practices is now its own podcast, and we are back with interviews with all the creatives for Season 2 and Season 3 of Any Other Anything. So we're playing catch up a little bit. So what you can expect in this season is very much similar to Season 1, except that it's been a few years since the pandemic started. So we're in a little different headspace than we were in Season 1. And with that as well, I will not be your host this season. So I'm just here to kind of move through this transition from Season 1 to Season 2. I will be interviewing Micah for our first full episode, or episode 2 of Season 2. And then Mike is going to take over hosting responsibilities and interview all the creatives for the rest of the season. In Season 2, Season 3, we've got something else coming up. I'll talk about that later. Another thing that's different about Season 2 and 3, we're going to keep a video version as well. So you can see this on YouTube as well as listen to wherever you listen to podcasts. So if it's helpful to see us, you've got that option. And if it's helpful to just do the audio, you have that option. And as always, we'll have transcripts on our website. We will have show notes or wherever the notes are going to be. So that way you can link to the various things we do. Topics are going to really focus on what it has been to devise and create new work during this time. So Season 2 is focused on the development of Pause, both the digital film version of Pause as well as the in-person version of Pause. So that's what you can expect in Season 2. And of course, we'll be talking about like the usual stuff we go into details about, and talking about what it is to devise work in a trauma-informed way. What is it to devise work around mental health and navigating like this creative life balance type thing that we're all trying to do, and probably a significant amount of tangents. So yeah, I hope that you enjoy the ride. I hope that you enjoy Season 2. I'll catch you at the very end of Season 2 to talk about what Season 3 will bring. All right, y'all, take care of yourselves until next time. Hey listener, thanks so much for taking the time and energy to listen to this episode of Any Other Anythings. Be sure to check out the show notes for links to find out more about this podcast, the speakers, and Graybox Collective. You can also go to grayboxcollective.com/podcast for a full transcript of this episode. Thanks again for listening, and take care of yourself.